Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing well. So in this video, I'm going to review and swatch the Loreal La Vie en Rose collection. So in this collection, there are 7 moist matte lipsticks and there are 5 La Extraordinaire matte pinks. So I have 6 of the moist matte pinks and I have 3 of the La Extraordinaire matte pinks. Moving on to the moist matte pinks first. These are priced at rupees 995 and this is how the packaging looks like. It comes with the color shade written below the packaging and then it has the signature of the actress that created the pink shade. It comes in this really nice sturdy black packaging. The packaging looks really nice and rich because of the velvety matte black cover and it has a gold band in it, standard L'Oreal packaging, and this is how it looks like. So I'm going to get you guys a little closer to my lips so that you guys can see the color well, and then we're going to talk about each colors individually. So we're going to start with the lightest shade first. This one is by Naomi. It's a very pretty light pink. I think this shade is not going to suit me really well because it's really cool toned, as you can see, but it is a very pretty pink nonetheless. Let's see how this one looks on my lips. So this is how the shade looks like. As you can see, it is a little bit too light for my skin tone. But it is quite pigmented. Even though it looks matte on my lips, it went on really smoothly, and it has that intense L'Oreal lipstick smell. If you've ever used a L'Oreal lipstick, then you're very familiar with this fragrance. Even though it is matte, it hasn't really sat on my lips. I have really dry and patchy lips at the moment, but it hasn't sat on the lines. But on the top, it is a little patchy. It hasn't like gone in as smooth as I want it to be, but it's fine now. Yeah, so this is how the first shade looks like. I quite like it. I think this could be like a My Lips But Better shade for someone who's a tad bit lighter than me. But I think it's not a really bad shade. I think this is exactly how MAC Kinda Sexy looks on me. This is almost like the same shade like that. So if you guys are a fan of like neutral light baby pinks, then this would be like a really nice color. Actually, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm liking the shade. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's actually not that bad. I thought it wouldn't suit my skin at all. So I've applied a little bit of powder on my lips because I don't want the color to change because of any staining that's left behind because of the lipstick. And the next shade is Ava's. Now Ava's shade is a little darker than the previous one. This is how her shade looks like in the bullet. Let's see how this one looks on my skin. So this is how Ava's pink look on me. This is actually one of my favorite shades because it's such a beautiful light pink, perfect for everyday use. Goes on super duper smoothly. It's very soft and moisturizing, even though it is supposed to be a matte lipstick. I've worn this a lot and it does stay quite long on my lips, and even though if I eat something and the top layer or the lustrousness goes away, but the lipstick tends to like sit on my lips and tends to stain my lips a little bit, so the color is always present, but to get the lustrousness back, I need to reapply the lipstick. But otherwise, the color payoff is quite well. It is quite pigmented, even though it is a really light lipstick. Usually, whenever I buy a light pink lipstick, it isn't as pigmented as a darker one would be, and it's usually a darker lipsticks that leave a stain on my lips. But this one is a beautiful everyday sort of color. For those of you who do not like really bright pink lipsticks, like on your face lipsticks, I think Ava's color is so beautiful, so delicate. It's one of my favorite in the range. This one did not go patchy on my lips at all, like the previous one. I think that was looking a little patchy because of the color difference between the lipstick and my natural lip shade, because my natural lip shade is a little lighter than the previous lipstick, so that's why it was looking a little patchy. But this one is such a gorgeous, beautiful little pink. I love this. So I just removed the Ava lipstick, and as you can see, it did stain my lips. This is like after removing it using makeup remover, so I need to go ahead and apply some powder on my lips to make it neutral. Next is Aishwarya's pink. It's a very pretty bubblegum pink. I think this should suit my skin tone and complexion really well, and like suit most of the Indian girls really well. I don't know, let's see. So this is how her lipstick looks on me. I don't really like it as much. It is too cool toned for my liking, but it's a very pretty bubblegum pink nonetheless. So if you guys like this sort of pink, then I think this would be a really nice color for you. And this is how the shade looks like. Next up is Dawson's Pink. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. I just don't want to offend anyone by mispronouncing anyone's name. But this is how it looks. This again, it's a really bright pink. It's actually one of my favorite pink shades in the bullet. It looks so bright and colorful. It'll just brighten up your day. Just looking at it, I mean, it's so beautiful. It looks really bright and neon on the bullet. Let's see how it looks on my lips. So this is how the color looks on me. I think the color is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. I am in love with the shade. It just brings out my eyes, and I love lipsticks that bring out my eyes, and it just brightened the whole look up. I think Dawson's is another one of my favorite color from the entire range. I think after Ava's lipstick, I think this one is my second favorite. It looks so good on my lips, and I think it's going to suit a lot of skin tones, darker than me or fairer than me. I think this would suit most people really well. I personally prefer brighter pinks. That's why maybe this is attracting me so much, but it's a very pretty color. Next up is Leah's pink. I love Leah's pink as well. It is the pinkest of all of them pinks. It is super bright and almost looks red. It's like a reddish sort of pink. I love the shade. I've worn the shade as well. I think this looks really nice on most skin tones as well. Let me show you how it looks on me. So this is how Leah's pink looks on me. It's a very bright pink, but it's a little different from Dawson's, because Dawson's is a little bit more bubblegummy and this one is a little bit more reddish, and it's a bright fuchsia pink. I love fuchsias, and I think it looks really nice on a lot of skin tones, and I just love the shade so much. It is so beautiful. I think it would look really nice with a white dress, or it'll just brighten up your monochrome look if you're just wearing something black or just white. I think this would look so good, and I think this is also a really nice shade to wear if you are going to a wedding or an engagement or a birthday party. I think this is such a beautiful shade for that. I love Leah's color. So my favorites right now are Ava, Dawson's and Leah's, and I'm sure you guys are going to love JLo's shade as well. Hers is the next and the last one from the Moist Pink collection. Last but not least from the Moist Matte Lipsticks is this one from Jennifer Lopez, and oh my god, look how stunning that lipstick is. It looks almost purple on the bullet, but it goes on pink on the lips. It goes on like a bright pink on the lips, but this is how the bullet bullet looks like. It is so beautiful. I could just stare at it for like the longest time. It is so beautiful. So let's see how it looks on my lips. So this is how JLo's pink looks on me. It looks like a really dark, bright pink with purple undertones in it. With darker colors like this one, you have to be a little careful about while applying it on your lips. It's best to use like a lip brush to pick up the shade and then fill up your lips. I mean, if you want like the perfect application, but I'm okay with whatever I did quickly. But this is how the shade looks like. It is so gorgeous. It is so beautiful and stunning. It is such a stunning lipstick. I think JLo's is, oh god, this is such a beautiful lipstick. That's the only thing I think I'm gonna say, because I'm just repeating myself. So I'm just going to show you guys the color. Also, these lipsticks are really comfortable to wear. They are very soft, velvety, moisturizing, very hydrating, sits really softly on your lips. Even though I'm swatching so many shades, my lips aren't dying because the lipsticks are quite soothing, and it's quite pigmented as well. So although the price is really hefty, there's $995 for one lipstick, which is expensive, but if you select one of the pink lipsticks that suits your face and that looks nice on you, I think it would be like a really nice investment on like the pink shade for you, something that you would wear and know that will sit comfortably on your lips and you wouldn't regret buying it, because not only is the color really good for you, but the pigmentation is quite well, the stay off is quite well, and it is quite comfortable. So I guess if you think that way, then I guess this is a really good investment. And if you don't like spending too much on lipsticks, and then I think you can not spend on this. I think this range would be perfect to gift your mom or your aunt or your grandmother, because for them it's more about comfort than the shade or anything else. They don't like experimenting, they don't like wearing like a lot of different colors. So if you could just get them one pink lipstick, something that they would wear most of the times and something that would sit really comfortably on their skin, then I think this range is like a really nice one. I think this would make a really nice gift. It's more of an indulgence product than like, or if you are obsessed with lipsticks like me and want to like get everything that's there in the market and just you like hoarding stuff, I mean, then you would get this. Yeah. Moving on to the La Extraordinaire Matte Pinks. This one is by Gong Li. I hope I'm not wrong, because that's what her signature looks like. This is in the shade Lilac, and this one comes in the tube and wand style packaging like most of the other La Extraordinaire lipsticks come in, and this one is supposedly a matte lipstick, but it looks like gloss. It is quite pigmented, and let's see how this one looks on my lips. So one dip is not enough for like the entire lips. A lot of you were telling me that this goes on really patchy and it's not as pigmented, and I did not really see that. I mean, it went on quite smoothly and I did not have to like layer on layer to get the color out. So this is the first shade. This one is Lilac, and this is how it looks on my lips. It's very light, not something that I would wear. But if you guys are a fan of light pink lipsticks that go on glossy, like liquid lipsticks, then this could be for you. Smells like candy, like really smells really sweet. I don't really like sweet smelling things. But this is how it looks. This again is very comfortable. I think the base is an oil and the pigments are emulsed in the oil, so it is not only pigmented but also very moisturizing and really comfortable, but I don't know how is this matte. It looks really glossy to me, and this one is the first shade. The next shade is by Katrina, and this one is called Orchid. I really like this color. It's quite nice. These lipsticks are also very slippery on your lips. As you can see, I do not have to like go through like a lot of swipes for the color to show up. And it's not patchy on my lips as well. I think this is a very beautiful shade. I love the Orchid shade from this range. It's a bright pink, like similar to Dotson's pink, but these are glossy and they are quite slippery on your lips, and I don't think so these are as long lasting as that one. It does stain your lips and the lustrousness goes away after some time, but when you eat something like the glossiness goes away and the pigments stay. And as you can see, it isn't transfer proof. If you touch something, it can easily like transfer onto that because it is quite moist. It's quite fluidic. So that's why it can transfer onto something. So if you're like changing your clothes, or if you are wearing something with collar or something, it could get into your clothes. So don't go shopping while you're wearing this, because when you're in the changing room and you like get lipstick on the clothes, then you probably have to buy that one. So if you are a fan of this color, then go for it. It's a beautiful shade, but I don't think so it's very practical. Last but not the least, we have Julian. I think this one is my favorite color from the Drugstore. I can't talk. I think this one is my favorite from this range, and this is how it looks. Very similar to JLo's shade. It is a pink with purple undertone. Beautiful shade. So this is how Julian's shade looks on me. I think this is the most flattering shade out of all of the three that I've shown. It's quite bright, almost purplish. I don't know if it's picking up like that on the camera, but right now in my mirror it looks really purplish. It's a very purplish pink, very magenta sort of color, very bright and loud on your face, very beautiful, very glossy. I don't know how this is matte once again, but I think this one is my favorite shade from out of all of the three that I have. If I had to just choose one shade out of the L'Extraordinaire matte pink range, then it would be Julian's, because I love it. I also had Sonam's, but I gave it to my friend, and I also had Blake, and I gave it to a friend because they really liked it. So I haven't really tried those shades. If you guys have, then leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I remember Snapchatting this shade and saying that Julian left a stain. So this shade also leaves sort of like a stain, and sits quite comfortably on your lips, and it has that sweet smell. So that's all of the lipsticks that I have from the La Vie and Rose collection. So that's how all of the lipsticks look on my lips and on my skin. Let me know which one was your favorite out of all of the ones that I've showed. I would love to know them. So make sure that you leave them in the comments down below. I've also mentioned all of the shades that I've used in the description box down below, and also the links from where you can buy it. And let me know if you guys have like bought this lipstick, and which shades you've bought, and why you like them and don't like them. I would love to talk to you guys and know your thoughts on it. As always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.